next person that I want to speak about, but in this case, it's not a situation where I prepared something like in other scenarios and then I tell you what I think. No, this is a situation where, guys, you really need to help me out because I don't think I understand the situation properly and I need your help. We're going to talk about Candace Owens because I am very confused. I am extremely confused. Oops, I opened YouTube by mistake. We're going to look for some videos and some clips. And I am so confused because every time I watch something from her, if it's stuff that is like older, sometimes I've heard her say stuff and I'm like, yeah, sure, I can agree with that. But the recent stuff, we have the entire situation when it comes to Charlie Kirk. She said it was a friend. Then she said that Israel offed him. Then she said that it wasn't Israel, it was what? What was the latest one she said? Who is it that actually offed Charlie Kirk? Was it Russia? Was it an inside job? That's why I need your help. I need to figure it out. So like she's been changing her position on who? France? Was it France that offed Charlie Kirk? Like I'm a little confused here. The other thing when it comes to her, and I don't know if she was trolling, that's what I need. Is it true that she doesn't believe that dinosaurs are a thing? Like Jews make dinosaurs? Nux has coverage on her. We are watching Nux tonight. Absolutely. She's saying France did it. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, at this point, she looks like a conspiracy theorist to me. But I don't know enough. And I don't want to, misjudge. I'm going to need to find a video about the dinosaurs. And then the other one I want to see. Oh, also, she's been saying that they are trying to assassinate her. Is that right? Anyways, I'm gonna look for the dinosaur video. And then she's an ambulance chaser. We'll see. So let me see. Let's see what we can learn. Let's start. Do we start with a dinosaur that are fake and gay, apparently? Or do we start with reptilians? Candace Owens says Elon Musk must... let me see this one. Wait.
I'm telling you, I don't even think these people are human. Like I look at Elon Musk and Sam Altman and Peter Thiel, and I'm pretty sure they're hybrid. You know what I mean?
No.
Like they just look like an Apple software that I should be able to download at night. You know?
I don't know.
Is it a joke?
Elon AI, and we just don't know. Now, this is how she gonna test. This is where we say she's lost her mind.
Let's go.
She's about to tell you how she would love to test to see if they are AI or some hybrid. Please remember, that's what she's gonna do to test.
Okay.
Listen? Okay,
Listen.
cool. We all ears. All right, cool.
You know, like my phone's getting an update or something. It's something in the eyes. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I know I'm human, but I don't know if I stabbed you if you bleed, I'm not going to stab them.
Now you're going to say,
well, I don't know if she actually means to stab, but okay, reptilian then. Let's see the dinosaur one. Let's go.
You don't believe dinosaurs are real.
So this is a funny one. So this is one of the ones where I'm like, gut. I'm not kidding. And it was so funny. I just looked up to her and I was like, dinosaurs? That seems pretty fake and gay.
You don't believe dinosaurs are real.
So dinosaurs are fake and gay. Can we figure out why? I mean, I don't want to watch a 10 minutes video about dinosaurs being fake and gay, but I do want to see a little more. Let's see.
Just looked up to her and I was like, dinosaurs? That seems pretty fake and gay.
Right.
What's going on, everybody? My name...
Yeah, oh no, not one of those with Overwatch while you talk. No, I can't do that. I'm sorry.
You don't believe dinosaurs are real.
There is a Christ conspiracy that's happening right now, which is the intentional removal of Christ because they want people not to believe in God, but instead to believe in humans. That is what evolutionary theory was about. I was just walking. I was like, dinosaurs? That seems pretty fake and gay. There was no concept of a dinosaur until 1850. That's very recent.
Okay, wait a second. While I do understand that there is a rise in secularism, although then again, in fact, in the last few years, a lot of people are converting to Christianity. I'm not going to address the statements that she said when it comes to because it would be a very interesting topic to do the possible conflict and between science and faith, and how instead I think the two things can absolutely work in conjunction. But I don't want to make this into that video. But if you're interested, I will. Just let me know. I'm not sure, though, I understand the part about dinosaur because, I mean, we have medieval representations of dragons that kind of look like dinosaurs. And also, it's not like, I mean, archaeology is a relatively recent field. So, anyways, let's see. Her face is all we need to know. Do you think she lost it? She might have lost it. What if she's the reptilian?
In that same decade, they were like, dinosaur bones. And they started finding them everywhere. I'm like, okay, so nobody found this. And then, like, suddenly there's entire museums.
Dinosaurs are gay? What does that even mean? Why did you say that? The asteroid must have been homophobic. Transosaurus rex. It's a bird that identifies as a lizard. Now we know why they're called triceratops. Stegosaurus. Huh?
Oh, man,
I could go all day. It wasn't 1850. The first fossil find is credited to Robert Plot in the 1600s. Nobody talked about dinosaurs before. Yeah, nobody talked about them because they weren't discovered.
Well, yeah. Oh, and again, I do have that theory when it comes to the possibility. Because if you look at a dragon, there is this meme, actually. I am saying it a little tongue-in-cheek, but I always keep a little bit of an open mind. Because, guys, I gotta show you this. There is a meme about this. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Let me see if I can find it. I gotta use Google, though. I found it. Okay, ready? Middle Ages bullshit. The dragon, right? And that they draw in the iconography. Then 1850, they think it looks like this because of the bones. 1920, they examine. No, it actually looked like this. 1970s, they change it. No, it looked like this. Now, it's like the medieval stuff. And I mean, if you think about it, they did say, when it comes to modern understanding of how dinosaurs were, which of course science changes constantly, which is why the way some people are so dogmatic about science, this is the science, and if you disagree, well, that's dogmatic. That's not how, that's how faith works. I say as a man of faith, God never changes. But when it comes to science, you shouldn't be like, you're not allowed to criticize it. That's exactly how science works, because it changes constantly depending on the available data. Regardless, what's funny is that if you look at the current paleontologists and the way they represent the Tyrannosaurus Rex, they think that there is a subgroup of them that say that it's possible we got it wrong, and the reality is that they had feathers and that they wouldn't do this already. Everyone agrees that they wouldn't roar. You know, when you have like it's awesome, by the way, but it's not real. Like the T-Rex roaring like a lion is not a thing. And in fact, they say that probably they would have made a hissing sound. So it would be so funny if we like make fun of medieval people because like, oh, medieval, you're bullshit. And then we go through all of the scientific curve of understanding, and then at the end, medieval people were right. I love it. I freaking love it. And this guy's fun. Good Luck Gino is his name.
Yeah,
let's go.
That's what the fucking word discovered means.
Yeah.
Candace Owens is a pseudo-intellectual.
You don't believe dinosaurs are real.
There is a Christ conspiracy that's happening right now, which is the intentional removal of Christ because they want people not to believe in God, but instead to believe in humans. That is what evolutionary theory was about. I was just walking. I was like, dinosaurs, that seems pretty fake and gay. There was no concept of a dinosaur until 1850. That's very recent. Within that same decade.
He kind of it restarted. I thought it was continuing. Okay, so that's the dinosaur thing. It seems like she actually believes it. I think she wasn't joking. Was she joking about Elon Musk being a reptilian? Also, shout out to my man. Shout out to Elon Musk, guys. You're like, what are you on about, Metatron? I'll tell you what I'm on about. Ladies and gentlemen, Elon Musk commented under one of my posts. Here he is. He said 100%, ladies and gentlemen. My post was, white should always be uppercase when describing the ethnicity. White, not white. I'm gonna die on this hill. Black people, white people, brown people, all caps, not black people, white people, lowercase, brown people. Academia is evil for pushing racism, and if you agree with them, you are either a coward or a racist. And I doubled down, and Elon, ladies and gentlemen, the man himself, 229.2 million followers, agrees. So I told him, thank you very much, thank you for your support. Subscribe. Now, some of the people said, well, actually, I don't care about uppercase or lowercase as long as there is consistency. And that, I'm fine with that. I mean, personally, I like the fact, I don't know what it is. I like uppercase capitalization. But if you want, no, I think they should all be lowercase because it's an adjective. Fine. What I have a problem with is this, which is exactly what the entirety of academia is pushing. There's no denial of this. It is happening. So now you can't use the, oh, it's not happening, gaslighting techniques, because it's everywhere. And I myself have made several videos to expose all of these, not only the academies, but the academics that are going around with it. They're okay with it because they're cowards or they're racist. It's one of the two. They don't want to lose their jobs. No, it's wrong. It's racist. It's incoherent. And it's also ugly to look at.
All right, moving along.
Speaking of Ben Shapiro, let's move on to Candace.
Ben Shapiro.
There we go. Candace has some very interesting thoughts.
Please.
About some of the tech oligarchs who are like, completely taking all of our fates into their hands with no input from us whatsoever. So glad to see that she's focusing her mental energy on them. Her take is very interesting, though. Let's take a listen.
Let's go.
I don't even think these people are human. Like, I look at Elon Musk and Sam Altman and Peter Thiel, and I'm pretty sure they're hybrid. You know what I mean? Like they just look like an Apple software that I should be able to download at night, you know, like my phone's getting an update or something. It's something in the eyes. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I know I'm human, but I don't know if I stabbed you, if you bleed, you know, I'm not going to stab them, but I don't know if they bleed all the way. I think a battery would fall out. You know what I mean? And I just get that sense. I've always known it was demonic. And people just...
Okay, there are 3 statements here. I'm going to analyze this, guys. So 3 statements have been made. Allegations have been made here by Candace Owens, if she means it and she's not trolling. But to be honest, she sounds like she means it. So either they are hybrid with aliens, meaning reptilians. I mean, that's what we've got there. We've got a picture of reptilians anyway. So they're either hybrids with reptilians, or they are cybernetics, so they are synthetics. But this is a different thing already, because reptilians is, I mean, you need to get into, reptilians are not metal. And demonic, so maybe they're demons, she's saying. That's 3 different allegations here. Literally. Which one is it?
Get on board, because, as we talked about in this book, they are using science and this idea of technology and this idea of transforming society for the better to indoctrinate us into accepting this.
Okay, so the fact that people use technology to indoctrinate us is one of my strongest lines of attack. With that being said, I mean, technology is necessary. That's what you're using, Candace, in order to present your counter message, whatever the heck this is. I'm a little confused, though.
And it's wrong and it's backwards. And the main component of all of this is psychology, right? They're able to do it because of psychology, making you think that society has gotten better. Our kids have objectively gotten dumber. We've become fatter. We've become less healthy. We've become less emotionally sound. And yet they are convincing us that this is like humanity's great leap forward. We put a man on the moon, and he just like called them up and was like, "Hey, Prez, what's up? I'm up here." Yeah.
Does she not believe in, is she also a the moon landing never happened conspiracy theory? I'm not pointing the finger, by the way. I'm just trying to understand. It's another one that I'm confused about.
So cool. It's really great. It's nice. Starry night up here. Actually, I go by in 69 and they get these people, they tell you like he's a genius. They're all writing like he's a genius. So we should just accept that Elon Musk is a genius, because like all the writers who are obviously indoctrinated into the occult are telling us that this is the next person that we should worship. The establishment of Hollywood. It was all cults. They were all Aleister Crowley proteges who were just kids and summoning demons, and demons are real. So at the same time that they're summoning demons, they are making us all believe that faith is not real.
You know, what I find problematic with this is that I understand how this is going to connect to some people. You say she's right about that there are people trying to summon demons. Right, but are they trying to summon demons? That's my question. Because she's saying it as a statement of fact, but how does she know that? I personally can't imagine Elon Musk in his whatever the heck mansion or house. I know he has some smaller houses as well. That guy's tech obsessed, obviously. I imagine him watching movies about colonizing Mars rather than having some dead chicken and painting a pentagram on the floor while reciting in Latin. I don't imagine him doing that. Personally. So it's weird for me to make an accusation like that when you don't have proof that, and I'm not even saying proof, like I know some of you, I could see it. Some of you are saying demons are real and some of you are saying demons don't exist. That's beyond the point. You can try to summon demons whether demons exist or not, right? It doesn't matter if you're a man of faith or if you're a man of science and secularism at this point. You can still have someone who does everything, like they get whatever the heck, they get a goat and they cut the goats. Like this happened, right? In the Bronze Age, we have examples of things like this happening, and we know that. So the accusation of they're trying to summon demon is an accusation connected to the physical world, and that's the part that I'm having a little bit of an issue here with the tech oligarchs, if you want to call them like that. It's like, why are you connecting to something? I think she's doing it on purpose because some people, particularly people of faith like me, not working on me, but I'm saying it might work on some people that are like, oh yeah, no, yeah, of course, demons are awful, and oh, that's what they're doing. And I'm like, well, not that I know of.
You know, Judaism is a faith.
Right.
Israel is a state, and it is not above critique. And that what Bibi Netanyahu has done to the Palestinians since October 7th is a Holocaust. It is a Holocaust that is being committed on Palestinian children and women. And I'm not going to quiet my perspective on that, you know, to kowtow to whatever the prevailing narrative is at the New York Post. You know, Judaism is a faith.
But it's not about, I mean, I agree, by the way, with the idea of you can be, when you say you disagree, whatever, you can say you disagree, there's a word, you can say you disagree with the actions of every state. There is not a single, particularly if it's a foreign state, even more so. But in general, I think that's absolutely fair. And people that call you anti-Semitic because you disagree with choices of deployment of a government is nonsense. The only anti-Semitism is the one that focuses on the race. If you disagree with the actions of a government, it is not anti-Semitic by definition. So there is that. Anything else? What about this situation that she thinks that they want to assassinate her? All right, we're going to watch a little bit of this. It's an hour long. I'll put links in the description once I cut it out, but I need to watch this.
Hebrews and she-brews, I am currently traveling, and I am on somewhat of a vacation visiting family, but you know, I gotta keep the homies fed, gotta keep the people not hungry. Today, we are making more drama with more people. Hell yeah, let's go. Lock in, boys and girls. It's a crazy rabbit hole we're going down today. We are going down the Candace Owens thinks the Jews are controlling everything rabbit hole, and it's gonna be incredibly fun.
I think it's him, by the way. He controls the White House. It's him. And he, by the way, you think, I'm going to tell you something about Nux now that I know, and you don't, because I speak with the guy. This is not an avatar. Let that sink in. That's what he looks like on camera, not an avatar.
So this here is Candace Owens. She is one of the biggest political commentators in the world right now. She is on the right. I would call her woke right, personally. You know, woke right is when you blame everything in history on the Jews. Now, I do think there are some things that you can absolutely blame on the Jews. I know, this is a hot take. In fact, I even think you can be critical of Israel and not being an anti-Semite. I know this is a hot take these days, but welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Insane Drama, because woke right, that is when you blame everything on the Jews, all right? I previously did a content nuke on Candace Owens, going into details if you want more info. In that video, I showed clips where she blamed the Jews for inventing dinosaurs, putting them in the ground to trick Christians into thinking that the earth wasn't created by God, okay? She blamed dinosaurs on the Jews. When I saw that clip, I was like...
Why would that, I mean, couldn't have been God who created the dinosaur? I don't understand the connection there.
All right, bro. All right, bro. I think she's missing something.
Were you saying we're really listening to VTubers now? Oh, come on, man. You don't know who Nux is? Nux is based. There are a couple of VTubers that I enjoy when they play games, but usually I'm not into the VTuber space. But Nux is the exception, man. Nux is great. And Hypnotic is another one that is really good.
Here. So when I saw that, I started going a little deeper, and then of course she blames the Jews on everything else in history. Also, she blames communism on the Jews. She blames the Holocaust on the Jews somehow. She's pretty cool like that. Anyway, definitely lock in, because she now blames the Jews for running the White House, and also says that RFK Jr., you know, the Make America Healthy Again guy, for being blackmailed by the Jews as well. Now, there's no evidence to any of this, which makes it even funnier. Oh, and she also says that the Jews killed JFK. So since the Kennedy assassination files came out, I feel like we should definitely look into that rabbit hole as well.
You know, when it comes to JF Kennedy, it's literally people blame everything. I've seen so many different conspiracy theories that it's funny, because I'm not against the possibility that out of all the like 957 different conspiracy theories when it comes to how Kennedy's assassination actually happened, maybe one is right. Problem is figuring out which one it is, because they one thing about Kennedy, though, I had a conversation the other day on X with, not really a conversation, it was more of a clash, and we were talking about political violence, whether there is more political violence on the left or whether there is more political violence on the right, and I'm doing research on that because I'm considering putting up a video about it with actual data. And it's kind of funny, because one of the things we were saying, because this person was advocating 100% that the right wing is more violent, while I was saying, well, why don't we look at the actual data and see what's going on? And then he also said, let's look at the data. And we were talking about, for instance, assassinations at presidents. And the reality is, however you want to look at it, they tried to assassinate Trump. No one tried to assassinate Biden nor Harris. And that is something that needs to be put into the discussion of not just numbers, but also, which side tried to assassinate the sitting president. And usually when I say that, they either tell me Nancy Pelosi's husband, which it's like, okay, but one, he didn't die. Two, is not the sitting president, so we can talk about it. But also, I think it wasn't politically motivated anyways. It's not like the guy went there with a hammer because of his politics, the way I understand it. So it shouldn't even be part of the discussion. But then what they say, oh, well, what about Kennedy? Kennedy? You're really going to go that far? If you have to go that far back, that's not really a point in your favor, is it? So there is that. If you appreciate my content so far and wish to help ensure my ability to continue to tell it how it is, regardless of any possible backlash, please support this channel on Patreon. Any support helps me and my team of academics keep the channel strong and gives us the means to fight back against the political rewriting of history. Stand with us, form the wall, defend the truth.